Hey, it's the Rooster, Bobby Leach for the TimesWeekly.com. Doesn't get any simpler in the sport of football when finding a winning program. Run the ball and stop the run. Providence did just that Friday night when the Celtics traveled to Brother Rice and opened up a 28-7 lead in the first half behind a good dose of tailback Brandon Price, who lit the scoreboard up 3 times on the night, rushing for 174 yards on 31 carries, but he had help. Celtics senior defensive back Kevin Ward picked off Rice quarterback Matt Page not once but twice, one of which was a pick six that went 61 yards for a score in a commanding 21-7 lead early in the second quarter. The Crusaders made it interesting, though, late in the half when they took advantage of a Celtic fumble just before the half and scored, drawing closer 28-14. Opening the second half, Rice made Providence sweat it out when they scored on their opening drive to pull within a score 21-28. The Celtics responded, however, by scoring 21 unanswered points and using their defense to slam the door shut on Brother Rice in the fourth quarter and beat the Crusaders 42-21. With the win and the playoff points already earned, Providence likely clinched a playoff berth. Attention was given to Loyola versus Mount Carmel game after the win in hopes of a Carmel win, which could set up a potential share of the Catholic Blue Crown. However, Loyola dashed that hope by beating Mount Carmel in overtime 30-27.
Talk about today. I mean, that was a game you had to win in the trenches against these guys.
Yeah.
I mean, they just didn't seem to go away. I mean, you guys are up 28-7. You're in control. They just wouldn't go away.
Yeah, it was a real tough one. They held in there. Great CCL Blue team. They beat Rita. Definitely a quality team and a quality opponent.
You know, you had a tough time, though, with that rush at times. I mean, they were putting some pressure on you guys. They slowed your run game down, especially in that second half.
Yeah, definitely.
But when you guys needed it and you needed those hard yards, your offensive line came through for you guys today.
They knew the run was coming with Chad Weaver getting out in the first half and Miles not dressing with a bad ankle, resting it up for Carmel and later comes in the season. So they knew it was coming, and we said take control of the game as an O-line.
Just a hell of a game. This is a hell of a year for Providence. If you're a Providence fan, this is a big year for you guys. But I don't think you're resting your laurels. I know you guys are looking at Carmel, looking ahead.
Yeah.
But you know, every week, tough week.
They got a lot to improve on. Should score even more on these opponents, and we just got to get better as a whole unit.
Confidence is there this year?
Yeah, definitely.
You know, because I mean, the last couple of years, you know, it's been a building process to get to that point, but it really looks like you guys are starting to take control. I mean, you know, Loyola, that was a tough loss, but again, it's an 8A school, you know, and for whatever reason, you guys don't play well there, and they don't play well when they play you. So the whole team is
tough ride driving all the way up there,
right.
An hour all the way up to Wilmington.
Yeah, state championship though, is that something that you're starting to think about? Like,
yeah, it's a goal. Like we took it week by week by beat JCA, beat Manuka, not overlooking any opponents like Ignatius and Lake Forest, which are the 2 games they have coming up. You can't overlook those two. You never know.
But, man, the Providence-Mount Carmel game, man. I have to call.
I
think the fans at home are going to be calling in and trying to get a spread from you guys.
Yeah, it should be a fun one.
Wheels kind of came off the wagon there. You guys were up 28-7. They scored at the end of the first. They score again, top of the third, right? And all of a sudden, it's a 1-touchdown game. And what are you guys thinking on the sidelines? Like, these guys won't go away.
After a touchdown in the second half, I felt a little worried, but we talked to the guys. We got some corrections made, and we knew we were going to stick it through.
You know, you had a big game yourself there, you know, and lots could be riding on your shoulder. I mean, that was a good test for you and your secondary because, you know, they were spreading you guys out and throwing the ball quite a bit. And that hurry-up offense, I mean, that's why you guys off kilter at all?
You know, we had some experience with the hurry-up offense with Loyola. So this weekend we really pushed it, and I think the coaches did a great job preparing us.
You got a few games left ahead of you, and you can't overlook anybody but that Mount Carmel game looming.
Yeah. Obviously, can't look over anyone, you know, got to play week by week. But Mount Carmel, hopefully they beat Loyola. We beat Mount Carmel. Looking for a tide in that Catholic League blue.
Guys, I'm going to hit you up here, man. That's a big win for you again. Every time I see you, you're coming up with big wins.
Catholic blue is always big. You can get a win. On the road on top of it. That's big.
You know, how about that first half, Coach? I mean, you know, you got them put away. It looks like 28-7. Couple mistakes there at the end.
Yeah.
They get you a little nervous going in.
Life. Oh yeah, we can't give a team like that life. You know, a team that can score as quick as they can. But our guys, you know, fought back and finished the job.
Well, they ended the half with a score. They began the new half in the third quarter with a score. I mean, you guys were on the ropes there for a little bit.
Momentum, yeah, no doubt about it. They had a momentum, but you know, our offense came through when we needed it. Brandon Price did a great job, and down the stretch, our defense did what they had to.
Well, Chad Weaver fumbles the punt, gets a break, The very next play is a pick six. I mean, how's he feeling? The emotions up and down.
Yeah, I know, and he got hurt on that fumble too, so that's why he was out in the second half. But Chad does so much for us; he'll be fine.
Thanks. Had a lot of spirit in your team coming back, considering that you got a lot of young sophomores on this squad, a little bit banged up. But you got a long
defensive players are banged up.
Right. I mean, they gave you a fight today, and you guys came out with that spread. Almost looked like a Loyola spread offense, but you had a lot of success with that, especially at the end of that first half.
Right.
Things really weren't going your way a whole lot in that first half, and then all of a sudden.
Right.
We're on the board and it like sparked you, and then you come out in the second half in that third quarter, score right away. You got to be feeling good in your position at that point.
Absolutely. The kids battle back. We told them at halftime we're going to go down and score that first drive of the second half, and I think defensively, we did well as best we could. We don't have they wore us down at the end, and we do have some young guys coming up and playing, but. It is the cards that you're dealt. And,
sure.
The kids are battling. I'm proud of them, and we just, we got to take care of De La Salle next week. So,
well, I mean, this is not a cupcake division. I mean, everybody, this is probably the toughest division in all the state.
Sure it is.
As far as competition week in and week out, and
right.
When you got young players, you think a lot of it is, hey, you got to go through some of these grind games. By the time they're seniors, you're building this program up, and it's up and down with high
Absolutely.
school.
We're building the program here. We've got, I feel bad for these seniors. I only been able to spend a few months with them. Again, we're going to make the best that we can with them and finish this year strong. We got De La Salle next week, and then we got to go to Loyola, and then we got to come back and play Leo. So it is a battle every week. That's what we signed up for. We're excited about the conference, and Brother Rice is going to be a program to reckon with in the future.
Hey, a little gutsy call though. I mean, that onside kick you had to have me work on that all week because you know what? I don't think they thought you had it for a minute there. I mean, they gave it to you, but that was a great onside kick. I mean, you guys really did catch them with their pants down there.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been nice to score from it. What I mean? So it's just again, it's we're doing everything we can to win a football game, and we do practice that, and it's in our arsenal. We've been practicing for a few weeks now. So, but again, we just got to battle back, and hopefully get a couple guys healthy for next week. Losing your Mike linebacker and your best defensive lineman is tough. Everyone's got beat up though.
Sure.
It's week 6 in the Catholic League Blue, so they got some guys beat up. Coach Cogs and Coach Green, those guys do a great job, and I wish them nothing but the best. And we got to take care of De La Salle next week.
Hey, it's got to be good though to be a coach in the Catholic Blue.
It is.
Come on, I mean, you can be a coach in a lot of places. And win, lose, or draw, it's got to be be the best job on the planet.
It's a great conference. I'm proud to be back here at Brother Rice, and we do got a lot of work to do though to get to where we want to be. And I came from next door. We turned things around there, and I can guarantee we're going to turn things around here too.